What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this Baldur's Gate 3 video, I'll be going over the Wizard class and its subclasses in a brief overview description here to give you a bit more helpful insight on, how this class works, if it's something for you, if you want to try it at some point or right away in Baldur's Gate 3. So, let's get to it. Starting with the primary ability here, this focuses on intelligence. The Wizard's saving throw proficiencies are intelligence and wisdom. So, very different from Sorcerer and Warlock in terms of the primary ability you want to focus on. As always, what I try to suggest to you guys, when it comes to your abilities here, get this even as possible, because I believe you get bonuses for every even number, or every two levels, something like that. It has initiative +1 here. When it comes to combat, you're not going to usually starting off right away. It's going to be most likely like your melee person, or a ranger, or even a rogue possibly. You got your hit points at 8, which is fine because you're not necessarily a tanky build. Wizards, sorcerers, warlocks are gonna be like your ranged casters. They're gonna be squishy, glass candy a bit. So you just gotta protect them, and be smart about your strategies. When it comes to your cantrips, though, as far as your default here, starting off, you got Mage Hand, create a spectral hand that can manipulate and interact with objects. You also got Ray of Frost, basically ice damage, reduce the target's movement speed by 3 meters, and then Poison Spray, project a puff of noxious gas. Now, you can always choose what these are. You don't have to use those default ones. Swap them out up to 3. All right. Spells. You got Mage Armor. Protects the target from attacks. Increase its armor class to 13 plus its dexterity modifier. Fog Cloud. Cloud blinds and heavily obscures creatures within it. Grease. Cover the ground in grease, slowing creatures within and possibly making them fall prone. Thunder Wave. Release a wave of thunderous force that pushes away all creatures and objects. Sleep, very powerful. I keep talking about this, how good it is. It's so good in this game. Obviously, you can't put every enemy to sleep, but enemies that you can put to sleep, it works wonders, and it will give you such an advantage in combat. Do not, pardon the pun, sleep on it. And Magic Missile, another great spell. It will not miss. Shoot 3 magical darts, each dealing 2 to 5 force damage. They always hit their target. This is also with sleep. Put creatures into a magical slumber. Select targets up to a combined 24 hit points. Once again, can't put every enemy to sleep, but it's very strong. I would say early game at least. Action wise, you got Arcane Recovery. Replenish spell slots while out of combat. You cannot restore spell slots above 5th level though, so keep that in mind. Class features. Level 1 spell slots unlocked. You gain 2 level 1 spell slots, which are restored at a long rest. Like the spells, or like the cantrips and spells, you can swap them out early on when you're creating your character. Keep that in mind. And so, mess around, experiment, see which ones you like, read them if you have the game. If you don't have the game, hopefully you get this, or just encourage you to pick it up and try it out. For the subclasses, there is a lot. This and Cleric, I think, have the most subclasses, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about a subclass. I'll say that for a future video when I do builds and stuff like that. So the first one, Abjuration School. Abjuration spells summon wards, banish enemies, and nullify magic, suitable for those who wish to defend themselves and others. Learning. You got Conjuration School. So with Conjuration School, compelled by shape motion, your favorite arcane style involves summoning creatures and objects, as well as displacing them in space. Learning Conjuration spells from scrolls only costs you like 25 G per level, not 50, so keep that in mind. Basically, your favorite spells that produce objects and creatures out of thin air. That's the gist of this build, or sorry, subclass. You can also conjure billowing clouds of killing fog, or summon creatures from elsewhere to fight on your behalf. As your mastery grows, you learn spells of transportation and can teleport yourself across vast distances, even to other planes of existence in an instant. Divination School. So when it comes to divination, you peer through time itself and can sculpt the future, like temporal clay, into more favorable form. Learning different spells only costs 25 G per spell level. Diviner, I'm saying, it's sought by royalty and commoners alike. For all seek a clearer understanding of the past, present, and future. As a diviner, if I'm saying it right, you try to part the veils of space, time, and consciousness so that you can see clearly. You work to master spells of discernment, remote viewing, supernatural knowledge, and foresight. Enchantment School, next up here. As a member of the School Enchantment, you have honed your ability to magically entrance and beguile other people and monsters. Some enchanters are peacemakers who bewitch the violent to lay down their arms and charm the cruel into showing mercy. Others are tyrants who magically bind the unwilling into their service. Most enchanters fall somewhere in between. Evocation School. So evocation spells focus on elemental energy into powerful attacks and enchantments. Those who specialize in the school are known as evokers. And another tidbit here is you may want to go this early on, because when you do AoE spells, it will not hurt your companions or in multiplayer your friends. So that way you can still do damage to enemies, AoE that is, without worrying about that. This next one I'm probably the most interested in doing first, honestly, or doing like a multi-class type with it. Necromancy School. Reason being, I would love to play as a Necromancer or a Necromancer hybrid in this freaking game. Oh man. So Necromancy, somewhat self-explanatory, but if you don't know, School of Necromancy explores the cosmic forces of life, death, and undeath. As you focus your studies in this tradition, you learn to manipulate the energy that animates all living things as you progress. You learn to sap the life force from a creature as your magic destroys its body, transforming that vital energy into magical power you can manipulate, essentially raise the dead. Illusion School, you focus your studies on magic that dazzles the senses, befuddles the mind, and tricks even the wisest folk. Your magic is subtle, but the illusions crafted by your keen mind make the impossible seem real. Some illusionists, including many gnome wizards, are benign tricksters who use their spells to entertain. Others are more sinister masters of deception, using their illusions to frighten and fool others for their personal gain. So that's up your alley. Oh yeah, you're at home. And the last one, Transmutation School. Probably not the most exciting one when you think about it, but you are a student of spells that modify energy and matter. To you, the world is not a fixed thing, but imminently mutable, and you delight in being an agent of change. You wield the raw stuff of creation and learn to alter both physical forms and mental qualities. Your magic gives you the tools to become a smith on reality's forge. Some transmuters are tinkerers and pranksters, turning people into toads and transforming copper into silver for fun and occasional profit. Others pursue their magical studies with deadly seriousness, seeking the power of the gods to make and destroy worlds. When it comes to the background, if you want to go all intelligence, since the primary ability is intelligence for the wizard, then you want to go Sage, I believe, because of our Arcana, which is your +5 for this. You can recognize magic, interact with enchanted items, and then you get another +5 in your rolls here with history. Remember the past and other world and its people. So if you want to go all in intelligence, this is probably the best one, in my opinion. If you want to do some mix of intelligence and wisdom here, you got Acolyte. +2 to your wisdom rolls. Sorry, dice rolls. Religion, +5. Insight, you read people in situations to protect lives. Religion, you recognize deities, understand holy rites. And I think that's pretty much it there for the background suggestions for this one. I mean, if you want to mess around with Guild Artisan, that might be a decent one because it gives you +2 to wisdom, even though intelligence is your main thing. Real only reason I suggest wisdom because you got save and throw proficiency with wisdom, but you don't have with charisma. So I don't really see the value in adding, doing that with charisma there. And these other ones are for other classes, in my opinion, that don't even suit the wizard here. So, yeah. Up to you, though. I mean, or if you want to make or go into maybe a battle mage type, you got Outlander for strength +1, wisdom +2, Wouldn't recommend Soldier, though. Urchin, no. But yeah, Sage is probably the best one overall, guys. Hopefully this was helpful to you, though, and you enjoyed this. Please drop a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell for notifications. I got more Baldur's Gate 3 content to bring you guys. And hopefully you guys have been checking out the playthroughs with my solo monk playthrough and the call playthroughs I've been doing with friends. This game is freaking fantastic. I'm just having so much fun with it. And also, if you want to catch me live on Twitch, please stop by. Link in the description below. Twitch.tv/Mike_Hero. I've got more videos coming at you with this game, man. Baldur's Gate 3 season full effect, and more tips and guides coming at you. So hang tight, stay tuned. Thank you for all the support and feedback, guys. My name's Mike, and I'll see you next time.